Hi everybody, welcome back to Thaumaturge with me, Sid, and yeah, got a plan for you. We're doing something different. This is the plan. We are doing something different. I'll have a little bash at some Evilcraft, and I've kind of avoided, up until now, doing anything with both Evilcraft and Intangible, because obviously I was naively hoping that what's the word? Oh, I know what I haven't done. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I meant to do something before I started. I meant to put the system in place to do the collections down there, but yeah, well, we'll do that later. Yeah, I've kind of avoided doing anything with them because they, well, as I say, I was naively hoping that the Thaumaturge and everything would update in this version, or at least into 1.10, and it looks unlikely. I think we're more likely to be seeing it in 1.11 than 1.10. That's, you know, certainly looking what is going to happen. Oh dear, that's not good. I suppose it doesn't. Ugh, but you got that horrible stuff there, though, haven't you? Well, again, we can probably fix that. First things first, then. Let me. Have I got any sand? No, I have no sand. Damn it. Little fella's been far too efficient. And oh, there was a little bit of that. Well, you need to take. Oh crap. We need to address that balance problem issue there as well, because that's going to be problematic in the long run. But we haven't got any sand at all. Let me turn that back on. That'll give us some sand. Right. So what I'm going to need to do? Let me just check down there. That's actually not problematic then. I was wondering whether that was going to be lava underneath there, but it looks like it isn't. So let us go down here and here and pop and pop. Oh, boom. Too much. And that's one of the reasons why I was really hoping it would update, because I would love that to go away. That particular little featurette that we have. Actually, that's not what I wanted, is it, at all? Those two can become part that and that and that and that. We'll just bear with me a second. This is actually not relevant to the plans that I have at all, by the way. This is just me trying to make something look reasonable. Yeah, well, so yeah, Evilcraft and things, I've kind of avoided them because, as I say, they potentially were, you know, I didn't want to get into them and then have to update and have it break things. I think it's clear that we are in this version of Minecraft for Thaumaturge for the duration. That is certainly my impression. So, oh no, gimme. So consequently, we are going to work on that basis. Oh, that's not right, is it? Oh, damn it. I'm about as wrong as I can get with this here. What we need is we need to place you back in, and then we're going to place you. No. Let's have that out a second. Let me just stick one of these in temporarily. This will probably help. And then we can stick you. No. No. Oh, for a wrench. Right, let's try that. No. Oh, God. all I want is this piston to go in facing like that. That's exactly what oh crap, and now that's right, let me the length you go to. So yeah, we're going to have a little bash with the Evilcraft. It's got some features which I think are potentially going to be very, very interesting. And as a result, right, where's the lever? Can I place you there? No, because that's not a solid block. Interesting. So this is what I was aiming to get to anyway. There we go. Just to stop anything spawning on top of that piston. So now, when these guys drop, we just give it a little doo-doo-doo. Just turn it on and off, get a few drops, not too many. That should have spawned some. Bang. Yeah. Now we can put this in and it will actually give us, as you can see there, this blood on the block. Now this is not the permanent way we're going to be collecting this stuff, but you know, this is what we've got right now. Right, let me, I don't probably need that right now. Let me get the stuff we do need. I need, I think it's a piece of iron. And then we're going to need the, somewhere in that Evilcraft bag. We're going to need some of that now. What we're looking to make is this thing here. So we're going to need spikes first, which are, believe it or not, as simple as that. And we get 16 spikes. And we're going to make one of these, a blood extractor, which again is a bit of the glass. And so a bit of glass, 3 spikes, and a dark gem. And that is pretty much, oops, it. Now this can be used one of two ways. We can go with this methodology. If I get, you're not a silky touch, are you? Have I got a silky touch? No, you're not there. Where's my silky touch? Okay, let me get this. Oh. Tools. Silk touch. So what we're going to do is pop that out. Doesn't matter, we'll pick that up in a moment. And I believe you suck up the blood by shift and right click, and you can see that's now got some blood in it. Yeah, exciting stuff, huh? We probably need to do something like that. So, and then we can just run that again, get more blood, and yada yada. However, that's not the most efficient way of doing this. So let me just put my silk touch away. And I've had to do quite a lot of looking around for any information on this mod. It's not as well documented as many of us would probably like. I think that's a fair way of describing it. So we can do that. Now the other thing we want is something to store the blood in. So we'll want a dark tank. That's 2 iron glass and dark gems. So, and I've just jumped the gun and put all of that away, haven't I? Maybe I should get some out. Iron. So glass. Oh, hang on. Some dark gem, and eventually we can go in there. We can go boop boop and boop boop. That's the wrong way around. That gives you the dark tank. I believe we can do that, and that will increase the capacity of the blood extractor. So that's one thing we want to do, and we'll make another dark tank because we'll want it. I'm probably doing this the wrong way around again. I'm sure you probably go, yes, of course I am. So the dark tank is basically very similar to a portable tank like, I'm trying to think, it would have been a thermal expansion portable tank is probably the one we're looking at. Give me a potato, please. We can use this blood in several ways, but the item we actually going to need to start off with is this, the blood infuser. So that's going to take some cobble and an infused blood core. That's going to take hardened blood and a dark power gem. A dark power gem, well, alright, that's interesting. How do you make a dark power gem? Oh right, that's it. Okay, there you go. Now we find out the answer. So we can take this and keep topping it up. So what you got there? 4,800. Let me just turn you off for a second, so I can't see what's going on there. Oops, I just placed it in. Oh, hard money. There we go. Now we're full. There's 2,100 millibuckets of blood there, and still lots and lots of blood left to play with. So that is essentially a very simple means of getting the blood. We're gonna up our game on that a little bit. Let me just get rid of you. So let me go, and we are going to try. We're going to need to find somewhere to do this because all of this is pretty much clean. Let's go over this way. So we need to create a pool of non-hardened blood. Let's try that in here, shall we? We can probably do that in here without having to worry about things. So let's have a look. Can we do it? Oh god, that bloody shifting. Yeah, it's just depressing. So yeah, let's get. We need our evil crafts folder again. Thing again, and we need to get a dark gem. We need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to very quickly throw that into there, and that will give us that. And then we can soak that back up again. We've got a little bit of hardened blood there. Come on. There should be no blood source blocks left in there. Anyway, we've got the dark power gem, and that's the main thing. So the next thing we need to do is go and let's have a look. We need you. We're going to get you from hardened blood. Shift for info. Dry blood liquefies with rain or by breaking it. How do we get you then? Blood orb. I know I've got a whole load of this. Insert into any machine for extra blood. Okay, but that's not going to give us that. Now, if I want to get hardened blood. I've got an idea. Let's go to the overworld anyway. That's where my furnaces are. So, learning this. We're learning together. This evil craft. And first things first then. Let me just pop that out for now. And then we're going to stick that in the world and let it harden. In theory, I think it should harden. Anytime. When you're ready. When you're ready. Harden. No. Right, let me try something else, and we'll pull that back up, and we shall place you back down. We're going to head outside. We will probably, I'm going to try our silky touch pick. I think that's probably one way of doing things. Now let's have a look. Is there anybody around here that's going to cause me any grief? I don't think there is. Okay, let's see. Right, we haven't got a huge amount of blood left there, but it's going to there we go, hardening. Right, so let me grab the tool. Now, perfect. Okay, well, I'm just going to collect a little bit of this because we're going to want more of this anyway. So let me just let some more of these harden up, and I'll get them collected, and I will be back with you in a moment. Alright, so we've got 9. The use for that is only to make hardened blood shards, so we will we'll cook 5 in there and some in there just to let those run through. So that will give us the blood shards, which will allow us to make the blood core by doing that, and that's the blood core, and then we're going to need that with cobble to make a blood infuser, and then obviously we're going to need more of these when they come out as well. These themselves are used for several things. You can use them as red dye, obviously, looking at that. So we can use them for infusion. We've got the purifier, we've got the vengeance pickaxe, which we will look at because that is insane. It's fortune 10 basically. So what you can obviously do is, if you've got a silk touch pick, you can silk touch your things and then obviously come back and get those, but there is a downside. It is cursed, kind of, so to speak. Don't think, is there anything else? No, there's not a huge amount of other uses for that. So, but we will, there is, I think, quite a lot of uses for these. So the blood chest, for example, we'll be playing with, and that you can make with the infuser, which obviously is a lot easier now we've got that. Right, let us go. We'll just pop back into the nether. We will need a home for all of this, of course, that's the other thing. So at some point we will definitely be looking into that. But at the moment I'm just looking at the basics, getting the basic infrastructure in place to start using a little bit of evilcraft in the world and get some, you know, some exploration of the mod done. Now I'm wondering, actually, if we were going to make a home for it, where do we want to do it? The best place is probably going to be down here, somewhere off one of these. That probably needs running. If that's running properly, yeah, you can see the sand's coming through now, and we should hopefully be seeing some sand. There you go. So what did we do? Well, I'm trying to remember what TNT was now. It was 4 sand, wasn't it? That's right. So we needed to do that. And that basically means that when we get the crafting column going, as long as we've got this full of sand, we'll be fine. Right, let me grab that bit of blood while we're at it and turn you back on again. So, do I want to go out this way then and make an evilcraft area? I think probably that wouldn't be a bad idea. Let me just do a little bit of building work and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so let's get this bad boy down. So one blood infuser, and we can fill that up with blood quite happily. It has an internal reservoir of 10,000. We'll place, I think we'll also have, let me just get you out. And we'll have another slab, and we'll have this tank down temporarily, which I think, yeah, we can basically top this up from this extractor, and obviously we can go back around here and then, you know, keep topping it up as we want. So there's 20,000 there, and we can obviously just top this up to full, and there we go. So blood, not a major issue. Now there are these things, these promises, so we can upgrade this infuser with these promises of tenacity to 1 and 2, 3, promise of velocity, promise of productivity. If you look at that, it's usable in various machines. It increases the blood efficiency by 1.5, and you can use it in various devices there. And it's going to use a bowl of promises, an iron promise acceptor, and a spider's eye. Now the iron promise acceptor is block of iron. It's going to use some experience, interesting, and some blood in a blood infuser. Okay, so can we try that out? Because we're going to need that bit for start. We're going to need that anyway, so let me go grab a block of iron. And let's see. Yeah, that's cooking. It's not cooking very fast, but it is cooking. And oh, and there you go. We got little blood bubbles coming off of it, which are quite cool. So you got that. You then need the spider's eye and a bowl of promises, which you get from a filled bowl of empty promises with a promise of tenacity 2. Am I misreading something? Is that strength 1, strength 2? Oh, you can do it with a strength 0, 1. Okay, and the strength 0, 1 is yeah, I see. So I think it's that one, which is just a bowl of empty promises, 3 dark power gems, and some blood. Okay, well, we've got that bit. So the next, how much blood did? Oh my god, that took a lot. Let me just fill you up. And we'll leave that in there for now, because it doesn't really hurt to do so. So then we're going to want to make three power gems. In you go. So again, we'll let that run through. There's one. And let's have a look. So then we've got that filled bowl of empty promises and 2 crushed dark gem. I haven't got a huge amount of this, so I've got to be careful, because as far as I'm aware, the recipe for that doesn't exist. We have no way of creating. We have to do it as just as a rock drop from the dark gems. So yeah, we need to definitely take a certain amount of care with that one. So I'm going to take you and you, and that's going to give us a filled bowl of empty promises. Is that what we need to get this one? And a spider's eye. Now that's of course more problematic, because I'll guarantee I don't have one, but I'm running a bit low on food anyway, so let us head up and grab something to work that one through. So yeah, this Evil Craft is an interesting one. There's some stuff in it, having gone through the process, which is definitely interesting. Right, we don't have any spider's eyes in here at all, so we're going to have to go to the overworld. But the book is not. Come on, Am I crashing? No, I'm not. Good. Am I crashing? I mean, that must be a standard line now in modern Minecraft, especially in 1.89. Am I crashing? Alright, so that, and that is not. Strength 0. Okay, we just do it with blood. 5,000. Okay. Now it all becomes clear. So we're going to be making quite a few of these upgrade cores. They're necessary for a few of the machines, but there are some very interesting items. There's some items which are, meh, you know, I kind of sit there and go, well, why would I want that? But the book, if you've not read the book, reads very much. It's not too bad. I mean, you've got the various items here, but it reads a little bit more like lore than guide, so it can be a little bit off-putting. Not a lot, just a little. But anyway, we're there. You go in, we'll let that do its thing, and that should give us everything we needed to make the Promise of Tenacity 1, which we was using. What did we want the Promise of Tenacity 1 for? I can't remember. This actually, Promise of Productivity and Velocity. Yeah. I don't know, why would you want. Yeah, there only seems to be things. That is a particularly interesting item, for example. What was I looking at? I've completely forgotten where I was going with the. What do we use you for? Let me have a look. Nope, you're not going to tell me anything useful like that, are you? Anyway, there's our bowl of Promise of Strength 1. Combine that with this will give us a Promise of Tenacity, and that's empty, so at least we don't lose that. And when we place that in, you'll notice the blood capacity goes up quite dramatically. Yeah, and we get more features. Now we're going to need to grab more blood, so we'll harvest that for a while. In fact, let me just turn you off a second. There is a device which will make this easier to harvest blood, and that is, where are you? The Sanguinary Pedestal, which is dark gem and a dark gem block. So it's not expensive. Well, relatively not expensive. So if we go and grab that, make a dark gem block, and then do that and that, that will give us that one. If we take the tank, in fact, let's just check the book on the tank. Dark tank, blah blah blah. When it's placed away, you right click it, which gives it a purplish glow, and it seems to open up a hole at the bottom, which is able to automatically fill tanks. Black item containers and players carrying things. Shift right clicking with the tank in your hand and not aiming at a block will enable special mode to make it automatically try to fill any container you're currently holding if it can. Looks like 16 buckets, so that's too limiting. These tanks need to be expandable by placing multiple ones inside a crafting table. No fluid seems to get lost in the process. Okay, so armed with that little snippet of information then, we should be able to do. I'm probably doing this the wrong way around. Oh, I've got them, haven't I? What's the odds that this is the wrong way? Yeah, you'd think. Let me do another one of those, because we can. And if we put two of those together, we're going to get a 32 milli bucket one. Okay, so if I make one more, like that, and then, oh damn, fix the hole in the wall. If we combine that, oh hang on, yeah, they're not there, are they? They are here. If we combine that with that will give us 32, so that again gives us 64. So yeah, we can get that going. Now if we take this, now I believe this works fairly good, and then we place that underneath it. Are you gonna, yep, you see that picked up the blood and it's gonna put that into there. So this will actually just collect blood quite happily from anything that falls in the world. So we can keep this thing going. We can take this tank all the way up to let's have a look, 1024. So we could make, for example, that was a 144 one. So if we made them with blocks, we're laughing. Yeah, and this fills automatically. Pretty cool, huh? Let me turn you back off again. So that automates your blood. That is more or less obsolete now. That can go away. Don't forget we've also got these, and these allow us to go and well, let me just try that the other way. So you can see those are going in at what is it, 1 per bucket. That's actually not bad. So we've got plenty of that. Right, so where to go next and what to play with next? Trying to remember what I was aiming for right when I started this. I've completely lost where I was going with it. But there must be, the blood chest would be interesting. Let's get that. That's a dark gem with some of that going. Okay, I'm going to get the blood chest because this is so we need 8 of those, and we're going to need 1 of those, and that is going to go in there. It also obviously runs faster once you've got the promises of these promises in there, but we'll get this one going. So that, and then we're going to make you into one of those, and then we need some wood. That was what we needed. Like that, with that in the middle. Get the blood chest. Now the reason this is interesting, specifically for things like this, again, modded on its, because we are obviously playing in a modded environment, this is not as interesting. You'll see this has got blood in it, so if we go and borrow, okay, we'll do it with the thing. Take that, because again, once this is gone, it's gone. But what this will do, it will actually repair your items using blood, which is pretty cool. We only really have the one item that needs repairing right now. Oh, actually no, we don't. That's not true, is it? We also have, if we go into the tool bag, I mean, that needs repairing, that needs repairing, that definitely needs repairing. So this is actually pretty damn good, because it means we could completely repair all of our incidental tools, like that kind of comes out there, that can come out now, and we never have to worry about these breaking again. I'm not worried about chisels and thaumium hoes, but or shears or things, but yeah. Okay, that's actually, yeah, I'd forgotten we got those tools, so that's useful to know. Okay, now let's just have a look at it. If I wanted to go for this effortless ring, so we're going to need all the promises again. We need an iron one for that, and we need iron promise acceptors for both. So And then we need some of these bowls of promises. Strength 1, strength 0. Oh no, do we need strength 1? We probably do. Promise of tenacity. Okay, filled bowl of empty promises, which is that. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to check how long I've been recording while this finishes repairing the Silk Touch shovel, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Yep, okay, that's all repaired. We're to time. So what I am going to do, that should be getting close to complete now. How are you doing? Yeah, you are almost full. What we're going to do is we're going to come back the next episode and we're actually going to start trying to put some of this stuff to good use. I may make some bigger tanks as well. 64. I mean, potentially this can just run all the time. This is upgradable. There is an efficiency 1 version of it, so definitely something we'll look into as well. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. And bye for now.